Shit. Windows. Here's my truck right now. Shit.
Welcome to Nightmare Proper. Tonight I'll be showing you 6 chilling clips captured at a campsite. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to get even closer to these disturbing images. Let's get started. Many say that the most haunted forest in the UK is the one where even the Bell explorers turn back in fear. Now, 2 YouTuber explorers are heading into the forest that even they once didn't dare to enter. They carefully walk through the screaming woods, and you won't believe what they experienced.
We're back at the Screaming Woods in Pluckley. We're so excited. We're absolutely buzzing to go in there, but very nervous.
Yeah, just a little bit.
After last time, we pooed ourselves.
Yeah.
It was horrific encounters. We've been there twice before and we've had encounters both times, and the last encounter was horrific. We are just walking on a different path this time. We're not going to go the same route as last time. We're going a different way, see if we find any other exciting encounters.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Over there, we might find something else somewhere else.
Yeah, I think so, because we've been to the same place twice now.
Yeah.
If we don't get any encounters down here, we'll go back to the old position, see if we can pick up any more, but we'll go from there, I think. But it's quite a spooky night, as you can see. It's very still, so if there is any activity, we will hear it. So once we find a nice little location to set up, we'll see you there.
The atmosphere was heavy and thick, filled with a sense of fear. They stopped trying to reach the outside. It felt like something was summoning dark spirits, or something else. Suddenly, a lot might be listening. The random, unexpected arrival of hornets, and now everything was complete. Guys,
Alright guys, we're in our positions. Haven't heard anything yet.
Well, maybe that bad for a moment, maybe.
Yeah, we had a little something run through the bushes, which we actually saw with our eyes. Well, I did. Wow, what was that?
Yeah, I think there's something falling out of the tree.
Yeah.
A lot of bats about as well.
There is. I'm hoping we can actually get you a good bit of footage for you guys to actually see something, because we've had success both times here, but we've been too scared to actually film it. Guys, we've decided we have to move spots because we just got absolutely battered with wasps. We didn't show it on the video because I'm sure, yeah, we were screaming like little girls. We was going to end up breaking something because we was trying to ninja them all off, but they were massive. They were like the size of hornets. So we're just walking through the woods at the moment, trying to find another location. So hopefully we find something a little bit better, because we couldn't deal with that. It was too much for us.
They couldn't handle it and moved deeper into the forest, but at least there were the hornets. While filming their surroundings, something caught their attention amid their growing anxiety. Yes, there's a face or a mask watching them from between the trees, but we can't really see anything. If you can spot it, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, but we're not really seeing a lot at the moment. So, yeah, unfortunately. What was that, Joe? I don't know, I can't see. Shit, Joe, what's that? Fuck off! Shit! Hang on. Just stop. Stop, yeah. No, we can't run. Shit. Did you see that, Joe?
Yeah, my heart's pumping.
What the fuck was that?
Let's go have a look.
What the fuck was it?
Their hearts were racing. What was that? They said. Let's go check it out. What was that? Was it frozen? And curiosity got the better of them, so they went back. But they only started to head back until they saw it.
It was in those bushes there. It's not there, Joe. It's not there. Joe, it's not there. I don't know.
There's something there, isn't there?
It's not there.
There's something there.
It is not there. Oh, Joe.
I can't see anything.
It was right there. No. No, I ain't going nowhere near that. There's nothing there. It's gone.
No.
Right, guys, we've decided to head back to the car now.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, that was freaky. So, we're on our way to the car. And hopefully we don't get another encounter like that, because that was disgusting. What was that? Shit! Oh my god! Fucking hell! Oh god! I just...
The moment they saw that presence behind them, they ran. They ran. One of them stumbled. As he ran toward himself, his feet lit up under the flashlight beam. There was nothing there, but it was really there.
Oh, it's gone! It's gone! Shit! I've gone over! It's gone!
Something's having fucking playing games.
I'm off, Joe. No way. No way. I am off.
They made it out unharmed, but the forest had left its mark. Next time, they might not dare to return. In fact, I want to ask you this. If it were you, would you come back here again? __. Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. I'm aiming for 1,000 subscribers, so make sure to subscribe. Because what's coming next? Our real encounters caught on camera. He set out once again, spending time in the great outdoors. This time with his loyal dog Fendi by his side. What began as a peaceful lakeside camping trip would soon unravel into a night of unease and creeping dread. While walking through the forest, he made eerie discoveries, and then he saw something.
She's there. What are you doing, mate? I'd be scared then.
And here we are, home for night.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
And there she is. What do you think to me? New tent. Well, it's not a new tent, but I've dyed it so you can see me. And then we'll go find the druid's altar. What are you doing? Oh yeah.
A seemingly
Tucked between the trees, he wandered peacefully, taking in the surroundings. Quietly marking the place in his mind, planning to return someday. As night fell, Gaz and Fendi made their way back to their campsite, ready to settle in until morning.
Go chill out for a bit. I'll have this and then we'll go for a walk. So impatient, isn't she? What was that? Did you hear that? Definitely sounded like a tree falling down from over there somewhere. I kept hearing stuff up behind me. And then, big crash right over there, but I can't see up through trees.
Deep in the forest, Gaz first thought it might have been just a fallen tree. But the sound was far too disturbing, and far too close. As the sense of unease grew, they pushed forward into the depths of the woods, trying to shake off the rising fear.
can hear rustling over here, but I don't know if it's just my imagination playing tricks on me. Oh, this is a bit dodgy, isn't it? Be careful, mate. Oh, look at this.
Hidden among the bushes was a strange stone structure, clearly man-made. What was it? Would Gaz dare to take a closer look? It stood directly across from the abandoned campsite he had just discovered.
Here, Tony Owl's going off their heads down there. 3 of them. There it is over there. There it is, look, the tent. Hello? Hello? There's rubbish everywhere.
Trash and supplies were scattered around, the scene looking like someone had been squatting there, or had left in a hurry.
Just looks like kids have been in here. Oh, I don't know. Oh, there you go. That answers it, doesn't it? Friend, shit me pants then, mate. Oh, look, bong there and cream of tomato soup. Just heard something splashing about down there. And they stop moving about and grunting, you muppet.
Trash and supplies were scattered everywhere, as if someone had left in a hurry.
Oh, my head torch seems to be running out of battery now. Watch, it'll dim in a minute. Keeps dimming. Great. That's all we need. Oh, definitely just saw eye shine over there. Oh, fucking head torch. Oh, maybe it was a Wendigo.
In the darkness, Gaz made one final discovery.
An eerie silence hung in the air, broken only by the distant call of an owl. As Gaz investigated, he noticed something glowing in the distance, eyes reflecting the beam of his flashlight.
Oh, do we dare even come in here? Holy Bible. That says the end there. Is it upside down? Why would it be upside down? It's Genesis, the first passage of the Bible, I don't know. It's got some scribbling on there. Can't make out what it says. Mary Ann something over.
Maybe it was just a lost girl named Wendy in the dark. Gaz made one final sweep. There, he found an upside-down Bible, its pages filled with strange scribbles, names, dates, meaningless phrases. A chill ran down his spine. In 2021, James was deep in the remote desert, returning to a shelter he had built with his own hands. It was supposed to be an ordinary night, but it turned into something else. He experienced a truly unlucky night.
What's up, everyone? James from Junkyard Fox. Thank you so much for joining me, and I am out here in beautiful West Texas, my usual stomping grounds, because I'm going to be spending the night in my primitive shelter. So for those of you who are not caught up, a couple months back, I want to say about 2 months ago, possibly 3 months ago, I filmed a video where I made a primitive shelter solely out of desert materials like yucca stalks, creosote, rocks, dead grass, so on and so forth. Okay, folks, so here is my camp. As you can tell, there's been a lot of winds. That's something a lot of people don't realize, but out in the open desert, we get some 30-mile-an-hour winds sometimes. And of course, the shelter is gonna need to constantly be updated and, renovated, right? Like any home. Yeah, luckily, at first when I got here, I was sweating buckets, but look, check it out. It's starting to get nice and gloomy, so we may see a little bit of rain later. That'd be nice.
He sees the storm clouds forming and realizes a storm is coming, so he reinforces his shelter. With the wind and rain, he feared a flood, but it didn't turn out as bad as he expected.
Storm clouds all around me. Well, here comes the storm. The winds are really strong. I can feel some raindrops, so yeah, it's only a matter of time. Luckily, I did finish my shelter. Once again, not the greatest, but I got the bedding in there. I managed to make the door somewhat improved over earlier, and the thatching is done, so worst comes to worst, I'll just hunker down in there. Well, the winds have passed, the rain has passed, there's slight drizzle, but nothing too serious. I should have known than to, get excited about desert rain.
He ate by the fire and settled in for the night. It seemed like it was going to be a peaceful evening, but everything fell apart.
In the morning, I'll wake up and I'll make some coffee, and that's about it for me. So, have a good night, everyone. Okay, folks, so change of plans. I was asleep for 2 hours, then I woke up to a truck driving nearby, and they shot my truck. They legitimately shot the windows on my truck. People I don't know. This is crazy. Look, these are my windows. This is insane. Once again, I have no clue who these people are. They're just drunks. I could hear loud music, that's what woke me up. And sure enough, so I'm guessing this trip is over. Oh man, what a mess.
James woke up to the sound of loud music from a truck speeding through the dark desert. And then it got worse. He heard gunshots. As the shots rang out, he rushed outside and saw that the windows of his truck had been shattered. There was broken glass everywhere. He stood there in shock, wondering why it had happened. Someone had done this. And if they had known he was there, what could have happened?
So my evening turned out to be very different from what I was expecting, as you can imagine. I drove home. I did stop on the way back. I did stop to speak to Horizon Police Department. Unfortunately, I did not have a description of the vehicle. I mean, keep in mind, guys, I'm half asleep. It was like the only light was moonlight at the time. So they took off by the time I got to my vehicle. But man, I cannot believe it. I don't even know these people, I'm not involved in any gang activity or anything like that, so what a mess, man. So here's my windows, here's my truck right now. Man, that sucks. Just completely random. I don't know these people. I'm just sleeping in my little shelter. Man, I'm gonna need a beer after this one.
James pulled himself together and headed to town to report the incident to the police. he had managed to survive. Next up is a video from the YouTube channel Man Dog Wild. It begins with a peaceful evening hike through the mountains, accompanied by his dog Yeti. The mood is calm, but the nickname Skinwalker Mountains hints at a much darker reputation.
Yeti.
Yeti is either one of two things.
She's a very simple dog. She's either completely unstable and constant zoomies, or she's very serious. And right now she's slowed down and she'll stop and she'll want me to follow her to take me somewhere or show me something. And at this point, now she's not going to stray too far from me because now she wants to show me something. We've just been out here exploring, as we usually do around this time. A little earlier than this, it's getting a bit dark now. And we've been on one of these abandoned roads that go to nowhere. They've just been left. Walking these dirt roads, and Yeti comes across this little trail. She slowed down and she wants to show me. See, she's right there. She's not running. She's not got the zoomies as she normally does.
The day began like so many others. A quiet hike along a familiar trail, his dog, Yeti, trotting ahead with that same carefree energy. But something shifted. Yeti slowed down. He stayed closer than usual, and then he started leading. Those who know animal behavior, especially trained dogs, understand, out here, detours are rarely random. He had sensed something, and whatever it was, he wanted to show it. They strayed from the main trail, following a narrow path that dipped into thicker forest. The air dimmed. Light filtered through the canopy in broken streaks. A strange stillness settled around them. Then, in a small clearing, they came upon something difficult to explain. It didn't belong there. It didn't belong anywhere.
No idea. Wow, that's just scary, huh?
There, in the middle of the narrow trail, stood a child-sized stroller, worn, weathered, and surrounded by loose soil and tangled undergrowth. It faced them, as if watching. The object itself was unsettling, but it was the placement that made it truly disturbing. There were no homes nearby, no camps, no roads. Whoever brought it here had carried it deep into the forest, deliberately. But why? Whose path had crossed this plantation? And what were they hoping someone would find?
Plantation now. What is that? Creepy, huh? What is that? So, this is where she leads us? That's super strange, huh? Like burnt into the rock. So obviously these mountains are strange places. Someone's come out here and made this. They've made this and I don't know what to make of this. What's your guys' thoughts on this? I have no idea. Maybe it's some kind of worshipping thing? Maybe it's just a sign? Maybe hunters?
Not far from the stroller, they found something else, something even darker. Etched into a flat stone was a scorched inscription. It didn't look carved, it looked burned into the rock. The shape was abstract, possibly tribal, maybe ritualistic, but its meaning was unclear. What was clear was that this was no accident. Someone had gone to great lengths, placing both the stroller and this mark deliberately, purposefully. This was not some forgotten corner of the forest. It was chosen. And the strangeness didn't end there.
I'm not going the way of the plantation. That's just way too thick, so I'm figuring I'm going to go around. I definitely saw lights. Of course, caught a video also. I took a look. And I don't know, obviously, maybe we kind of did the same thing and we all turned our lights off and moved away. But when I turned around, I couldn't see the lights anymore. And yeah, they probably couldn't see mine. But the strange thing was, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the sound. It's a really high, kind of pitched sound, frequency, whatever. I think they call it mosquito or something. And they use it to move people away from places they don't want them hanging out. So when I stopped, it had this ringing in my ears. It's horrible. Really high pitched.
As the man began to head back, he noticed strange lights flickering in the distance. On a nearby ridge, they danced behind the trees, sliding in and out with a rhythmic, pulsing pattern. He quickly shut off his flashlight, not wanting to be seen. The lights vanished a few minutes later. Then came the sound, sharp, high-pitched, unnatural. It pierced the air like a warning tone, eerily similar to those used in urban zones to deter people from restricted areas. But out here, deep in the wild, its presence felt far more sinister, as if it wasn't meant to deter, but to alert something. Strangely, his dog remained calm. No barking. No pulling. Just silent vigilance. The stillness, paired with the flickering lights and that unnatural sound, created a tension that lingered long after they left the forest. He never used that trail again. The YouTube channel Visually Creeped is known for exploring abandoned places that most people wouldn't dare to enter. In this video, they dive deep into haunted trails and locations wrapped in eerie legends. One such place is a forest path said to be haunted by the spirit of a woman who once wept for her lost child. Some claim they were attacked right on that trail, saying the woman was dragged to the ground by something unseen. The story alone was enough to keep most people away for good. But Jay wanted to see it for himself. At first, there didn't seem to be much of anything at all.
Much online about it, it's more like a legend. But when they were walking down this trail, and she got pulled by her hair and thrown down on the ground. That's on this trail right here. They will not come back to this place, so that's what kind of ignited this curiosity. I'm like, oh, I'll go walk through it. It might be a stupid decision at the end of the day. You guys are not really gonna like see me use any type of equipment in here. I'm just more exploring. See if we see anything. And to challenge myself, because being in the woods at night, it's kind of spooky.
As Jay ventured deeper into the forest at night, the atmosphere grew heavier, tense, uneasy. He wasn't using any special ghost hunting equipment this time, just his senses. At first, nothing seemed out of the ordinary as he walked the trail alone. Until, without warning, something yanked him. Hard. Hard enough to throw off his balance, sending his backpack shifting and his camera crashing to the ground. Stunned and disoriented, Jay scrambled to get back on his feet. He kept repeating the same thought. Nothing was there. Nothing touched me. Nothing pulled my hair or grabbed me, but I felt it.
It's pulling my hair or anything like that. Oh my God! What the? I just dropped it. Something pulled my bag. Yo, something pulled my bag. I was right here. My camera just dropped right there. Hold on. I just fell. Something pulled my bag. I don't know. Turn it up. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm freaking out right now. Hold on. I'm freaking out right now. Something pulled my backpack. I fell. I think there's nothing, there's no trees or nothing. Hold on. All my settings are, there's nothing around me that did there. I was on the, oh God, give me a second. There is nobody around here. There's nothing that could have done that. Look at, there is nothing. There's nothing my bait could have got caught on in there. There's nothing. And what's crazy, which way do I go? This way. Oh, dude, I don't even know. I was literally saying, I don't want to say it right now because I'm afraid. I'm not gonna, I'm afraid. I was seriously talking about nothing has pulled me yet. Hello? It happened right here. It literally felt like somebody grabbed the back of my bag and like yanked it, like yanked it. I fell backwards, like it took me off my feet.
Just seconds earlier, Jay had been thinking about how quiet everything was. Now, he was clearly shaken. He made the decision not to stay any longer. Whether it was paranormal or not didn't matter. Something had happened. Something real. And it was enough to make him stop. I'm scared.
I'm actually scared.
I'm leaving.
I'm heading out, guys. Like, I'm heading out, like I'm...
Seriously, I'm heading out. That's it for me. Number 4. A channel that normally dives headfirst into the unknown. This time, the unknown pushed back. Famous for camping in places whispered about in fear, he thought he had seen it all. But this time, he might have chosen the wrong forest. With minimal preparation, he ventured into the infamous Silent Forest, a place where even the bravest hesitate to tread. Soft, unsettling noises seemed to come from the shadows between the trees. He couldn't shake the feeling that something was different this time. Something was watching. And now, he was deeper in than he had ever been before.
I'm doing something a little bit differently. I am here at the Silent Forest. And how I am doing things differently is this is just going to be a quick investigation tonight. I will be camping. I will be setting up my tent, but I did not bring firewood. I did not bring the fire pit. This was kind of like an off-the-cuff type deal. Just like a last minute, I was like, I'm going to go check that forest out type deal. I did have my tent with me. I did have most of my camera gear with me, and I do have my heater with me. But anyways, no, this place is called the Forest of Silence. Maybe it's the Forest of Silence. Doesn't matter. I'm getting too hung up on the name. Why it has silent in the title is because every time there's complete silence, something weird happens. That's what's been reported. That's what campers have said. Like when they're the only ones here, campers have said, yeah, just like crazy stuff is happening all night. We hear things in the trees that we don't see. We hear things like around our campsite that we can't see. We hear this. We've seen apparitions and tons of paranormal activity. It kind of has a little bit of everything. So we're going to go through here. Dude, I'm already hearing stuff right behind me. No, dude, I'm not even joking. Not even hamming it up for the video or anything. I think it was just a rabbit because I heard it run away.
He assumed it was just wildlife and continued setting up his camp as night began to fall. He started a fire, its crackling flames offering little comfort. But instead of exploring the area like he normally would, he couldn't shake the feeling of unease. He decided to stay close to his tent. Then, curiosity got the better of him. He powered up the spirit box, wondering what kind of energy lingered in this place.
Also, I didn't, forgive me for being rude, but I didn't introduce myself. My name is Dan. I am here to investigate this forest. I mean you no harm. I mean to take nothing away from you, and I mean to bring nothing bad here. All I want to do is know about you, know about your story, and know about this place that I'm at, if you wouldn't mind sharing it with me. Are you okay with me being here?
Yes, we're here.
Yes, we got a positive response. Thank you for letting me know that. Thank you for letting me know that you're here. Could you tell me about yourself? Feel free to use this device I have sitting on the table to communicate with me. If you don't feel like it, maybe you can make a noise in our surroundings or something. Yo, what the...
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, I had to have heard that, dude. It sounded like... We got yes, I'm here, too. It sounded like something straight up, like, hauling ass through the forest, dude. And it was a lot bigger than just some rabbit. I heard it, dude, it sounded almost like a person running through the forest here. Is that you that I hear back here in the forest? Is that you making all these noises?
Be careful.
Be careful. Can you tell me what I need to be careful of? Is there something else out here? What is that noise? You guys hear that? It's very quiet. I don't know if the camera can even pick it up, but there's this noise I hear coming from directly back there. And it sounds like, you know how a killer. We just got killer on Spirit Talker. Who's a killer here? Is there a killer in this forest?
Suddenly, he heard a quick and deliberate movement in the trees, as if someone was out there. His heart raced as he scanned the forest, running through the shadows, but found nothing. Shaken, he returned to the spirit box, hoping for answers. But once again, the activity spiked. It's you. I hear you again.
Can you tell me what's making that noise back in this forest? Does that have something to do with the killer that you mentioned? Does it have something to do with that? Hello? Is there somebody back there? Ron? Ron doesn't sound like a killer to me. But I could be mistaken. I definitely could be mistaken. Yo! What the? You guys see that? I just saw something move through that thick of bushes back there. Its head was like, you see that tree right there? That stick sticking up? I just saw something's head, but it was like completely black. It looked like just like a shadow figure. But it was taller than that. And I just saw it move from left to right super fast. It didn't make any noise though.
Who's speaking? Who's here? Is there a killer in this forest? Almost immediately, a message appeared on the spirit box. Be careful. Seconds later, footsteps echoed from the woods. "Was that you?" Dan asked, his voice trembling. The response was chilling, killer. As the sounds around him grew louder, more daring, something in the distance caught his eye. A tall, shadowy figure, moving quickly between the trees. Before Dan could get a clear look, it vanished. His stomach churned with unease.
For me, feel free to ask, and please communicate with me through this device I have in my hand. I will just talk to it, and I will be able to understand most of what you say.
I suffocated.
I suffocated. How did you suffocate? It's a very interesting response, considering there is a lake here, and there has been drownings and accidental drownings in the lake in the past.
You've got to go.
You've got to go. Why do I need to leave? Do you not want me here, or does something else not want me here?
I passed peacefully.
So it says, I suffocated and I passed peacefully. I mean, I guess.
Someone's coming.
Someone's coming. Who's coming? Is it who I saw earlier? The person that looked like they were made of shadows? Who is that outside right now?
Noise.
Noise. Who was that? Could you tell me who or what that was?
Deciding to settle in for the night, Dan made his way back to the tent and turned on the spirit box once more. This time, the responses were even more chilling. The spirit had claimed. When Dan asked how it had died, the answer was suffocatingly clear. I drowned. Just then, he heard a sound outside his tent. Someone's coming. A voice whispered, "You are free now."
There's no way that's a coincidence. Absolutely none. Absolutely none. Can you tell me who or what I just heard outside? Because it sounds like you know. You know something's out there since you told me about it. Can you tell me any more?
The lady attacks people.
The lady attacks people. Is the lady what I heard? Or who I heard? Is that her? Is she upset that I'm here?
The response came through the static. Dan's breathing grew heavy, his heart pounding in his chest. Then, one final chilling message flickered through. The woman attacks people. And just like that, silence. Dan shut off the spirit box. But the night was far from over. As he lay in his tent trying to sleep, the sound of stones being thrown outside made him sit upright. Then footsteps. Circling him. The noises crept closer, inch by inch, until his breath caught in his throat, frozen by the fear closing in around him.
What was that? Hello? Is there someone here?
When I finally looked outside, there was nothing. No movement. No figures. Just that unshakable feeling I was being watched. With no hope of sleep, the night dragged on in a suffocating haze. Dan stayed awake for hours, trapped in his own fear. And when the first light of day finally broke through the trees, man, that was the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, literally, as I was just about to go to sleep, I hear that. Well, I am just going to sit here, I guess. Sit here for a few hours and see what happens. Alright guys, so it is early in the morning. Haven't heard the birds come up yet. Sun isn't up yet, but it's about to be that time. So I'm gonna call it for the night. I'm gonna head home, just because, like I said, sunlight's about to come up. I'm not getting any sleep out here.
If you had been the one watching him all night, would you have challenged the darkness? Or would you have run the moment you heard something, or someone, outside your tent? Spending a night in the wild might seem like the perfect escape, until things take a terrifying turn. Let me know in the comments. Which of these moments sent chills down your spine? And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, so you never miss whatever's hiding in the dark.